Good evening po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Pow Salud. Welcome back again dito po sa Power Hour, dito po sa Arena Plus social media account. Live po tayo sa Facebook at sa Twitter. At ina-upload po natin itong episode na to sa YouTube. So kung sakaling hindi nyo maabutan to ng live, you can watch it on YouTube or recorded naman dito. Ako po si Pow Salud at pag-usapan po natin ngayon ang ating pong mga... Kumbaga, ang ating mga topic today is about basketball. Siyempre, it's Gilas season once again. Pagkatapos po i-announce itong si Coach Tim Cone at ang 12-man lineup ay pinag-uusapan na ngayon kung ano sunod dito sa Gilas Pilipinas, saan magpa-practice, kailan ba yung next game at ano ba ang ating opinion po dito po sa mga updates po sa Gilas Pilipinas. Marami pong updates sa Gilas Pilipinas at marami pong mga tanong din ang mga fans. Yan po yung perspective na gagawin natin sa araw na ito. Isa po sa tanong, bakit daw 12-man lineup lamang at wala daw reserve, no? At may mga nagtanong din, bakit daw wala mga backup daw yung ating mga big man dahil may mga injured pa daw doon, ano? At syempre, Justine Brownlee is still a question kung siya ba ay makakalaro, hindi. Pag-usapan po natin kung bakit ang tanong ng iba dapat daw ginagawa na ng paraan at dapat may kumbaga may kapalit na kaagad at sino ba yung magandang kapalit. Syempre hindi po mawawala sa usapan natin ng National Basketball Association. We'll take a look back at the league kung sino po ang nasa taas ng standing, sino nasa baba at ano na ba ang update dito po sa mga trade scenarios dahil malapit na po ang trade deadline. Parang All-Star malapit na rin. So pag-usapan din natin kung ano ba yung mga mangyayari sa NBA All-Star, kailan ba yan? At kumusta na yung paborito mong player? Kasama ba siya sa NBA All-Star? Pag-usapan po natin yan pagkatapos po ng countdown. Ako po si Pow Salud ng Pow'er Sports at nandito po ako sa Arena Plus Facebook page or social media account. May pagkwentuhan ako sa inyo. Please comment and like, share para po makapagkwentuhan tayo. And syempre, sasagutin ko po yung mga tanong ninyo if ever you have questions. And isa-shoutout ko po kung mga taga-saan po kayo. Alright, let's do this. Here comes the Boom Boom Pow. Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This content is presented by Arena Plus, Astig sa Sports. Shoutout muna natin ang unang-unang commenter, Robert. Magandang gabi sa'yo. Salamat. Nagpadala ka pa yata ng stars. Good evening sa'yo dyan. Oy, pakita ko lang to sandali para may advertise na agad natin because it's sabi nga nila sa post, it's Gilas season dahil malapit na po yung mga laro ng Gilas Pilipinas at ito na po ang isa, no? So, FIBA Asia Cup, ang unang laro po dito sa Pilipinas at ang laro dito sa Pilipinas lamang kasi yung isa pong laro ay sa Hong Kong po gaganapin. So, share ko po sa inyo yung detalye na yan bago natin pag-usapan po lahat ng mga bagay-bagay. So, ito po, no? Gilas ito po ay Asia 2025 Asia Cup Qualifiers. And it's gonna be happening at the Phil Sports Arena and you can buy your tickets right now at smtickets.com. So, yan po yan. Oy, shoutout muna ulit dito sa ating si Piggyback. Suwang ko shoutout sa iyo dyan, sir. At pag-usapan na natin ang ating mga pag-uusapan. So, of course, we are all excited. Excited ako dahil makikita na naman natin ang ating Gilas Pilipinas. Although, syempre, marami pa rin questions ang Kumbaga yung mga tao, may mga tanong-tanong dito. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. Coach Tim Cone. Dun sa aking community, I'm back. Sorry about that. We are live. So, ganyan talaga pag live. Comment kasi kayo. Huwag kayo mahiya sa akin. Ano, mag-comment kayo. Nawala tayo ng konti. Pero we're back and we're good. We're good, guys. So, yes, Robert. Okay na ba? Pa-press mo naman sa mga nanonood. We have 13 viewers right now sa Arena Plus. And so, pag-usapan na natin ito. May laro kasi yung NBA ngayon. So, NBA, yung PBA ngayon. So, baka nanonood kayo dyan. Na when the show is live, these things are bound to happen. So, okay na, Robert. Salamat. Russell, Tan, mga tangay. Di kasi kayo daw yung nagko-comment. Mag-comment ka naman. Pag-usapan natin si Coach Tim Cone. Mainit ang usapan ni Coach Tim Cone dun sa community ko. Of course, meron tayong kaibigan o makakilala na of course they would rather have Gilas Pilipinas go to a different direction. And although personally, my own opinion, I think Coach Tim Cone is a good fit for Gilas Pilipinas. Sa akin lang, we just, and I think the consensus is for all. Now, we should give Coach Tim Cone a chance. And Coach Tim Cone should also give us a chance. Pagbigyan niya na yung mga fans, alam mo naman yung mga fans, minsan kung ano lang masabi namin, because we just want the best for the Gilas Pilipinas team. Kasi nga naman, syempre, talagang ang Pilipinas po ay, kumbaga ano tayo no? Crazy about basketball. And pag Gilas Pilipinas ang usapan, we want the best. And for me, Coach Tim Cone deserves this chance to lead the Philippine teams, the Philippine team, Philippine basketball team. Actually, it goes both ways kasi may mga nagsasabi na fit ba daw si Coach Tim Cone sa Gilas Pilipinas, especially if our goal is going to the yung tinatawag nating World Cup or tinatawag nating Olympics, the highest form of competition in sports ay ang Olympics, no? May mga nagsasabi ito ay kumbaga malayong mangyari, no? And I agree and I understand with some of the comment na talagang medyo mahihirapan tayo. But we gotta start somewhere. Now, here's where the question is. Coach Tim Cone's plan. Tanungin kita, sir. 12-man lineup. And the 12-man lineup is actually good. Actually, pinag-usapan na namin to ng mga katropa ko and I'm sure most of you guys agree with this. We have a good team. So some questions yung point guard, bakit wala tayong parang pure point guard, si Chris Newsome nandiyan, si Scottie Thompson nandiyan dyan. They're looking, baka hinahanap nyo si Ravenna. Ibang ano na to, ibang tawag dito, ibang era na ito, which goes to show na the talents in Philippine basketball are a lot kasi depending on who's looking, we actually find the right talent. So kung kumari si Chot ang may hawak nito, I mean they're probably gonna go to Ravenna, which are also good players, yung mga Ravenna brothers. Right now it's a different scenario. So ang tanong 12 man lang ang pinili. For me, it's a good thing. And also, a curious thing for me because totoo, sanay tayo na more than 12 lagi because sometimes there's injury. Sabi nga nila, si AJ Edu, baka injured pa. And that's not all the problem. And this is why I'm sharing this to you today. Sa mga nakikinig at nanonood po dito, usap-usapan po na ito po daw si Edu ay probably not 100%, which is that begs the question, bakit ang ating pong lineup ay parang eksakto-eksakto naman. Naisip ko tuloy, bakit nga ba ganon? Pero kung kilala niyo si Coach Tim Cone, hindi kayo mag-aalala. Kasi si Coach Tim Cone, sanay naman siya nang hindi talaga siya hindi siya talaga ganun ka dami gumamit ng ang tawag ng players niya eh. Yung rotation niya short eh, 'di ba? 8-man player. So probably or it might not be wise but it also makes sense to have 12 man para wala nang sasama ng loob, para lahat siguradong pasok at those guys will be 100% focus at hindi nila pag-iisipan kung sila ba ay makakapasok sa final roster, especially and this is maraming issue kasi but it's all good, we're just talking about this. But the thing about Coach Tim Cone, he's proven himself that he can do it under pressure. Look at what happened to the Asian Games. While some of us discredit na yung Asian Games is just Asian Games, eh, I think mas madali itong tatahakin nila ngayon given the fact that we're gonna be facing two teams that are not that strong. Not underestimating them, Hong Kong, at teka, baka mawala na naman ako dito. Okay. So ang mga kalaban natin, Hong Kong, and the next one is Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei, we're gonna be playing them here February 25, and then sa February 22 naman ay sa Hong Kong tayo, sa Hong Kong maglalaro itong Pilipinas. Again, kayang-kaya naman daw no. So siguro that's one reason kung bakit hindi tayo masyado naghahagulgol. But just to be a little bit of a critic on this one sa mga nanonood, hopefully hindi ganito talaga yung maging sistema natin moving forward. We were kind of hoping because of the transition of leadership and the coaching that we have learned from our mistake. That preparation is vital to being successful regardless of who we're facing, especially if we're facing the top contender. But I think dapat sa akin, we should have used this opportunity to be able to, kumbaga, really practice the right standards and process and procedure to be able to be consistent. But I guess that we're past that. Kasi eto na February 22 na yung laban, February 25, and we just build our team and ilang linggong practice. But also, let me just make sure, I'm sure you understand that sanay na tayo sa ganito Kaya nga familiar faces lang yung nandiyan dyan I think that's one consistent thing that we should have. We should have familiar players and familiar system. Yun lang siguro yung isa sa hinihingi natin na gawin ni Coach Tim Cone at kung sino man yung management, no? So the familiar teams and the availability of the players should be maintained, especially after this one. I think the true preparation, and I'm crossing my finger kasi lagi na lang tayong ganito we support 100% the Gilas Pilipinas roster. We know that preparation is important, but after this tournament once again, where we're gonna be going to, I think we're going to Europe, and let me just double check here. Latvia and Georgia, July 3 and July 4, and if ever for any miracle that we actually surpassed and make it there, then we probably would be playing in the Olympics if we can. But it's not that I'm doubting your skills, but medyo that's a tall task. All I'm saying is that kaya dito sinasabi ko, tama isang kaibigan ko na, we need to strive and we need to have a higher goal because we haven't really pushed it yet. When I say pushed it, we'd never really committed 100% because from the outside looking in, again, this is a perspective of a fan. Ako, I'm a podcaster. I talk about basketball and boxing. And from the outside looking in, it doesn't really look like we are giving it 100% of the efforts in order to make a good team for our basketball. But the fans, of course, 100% ang suporta lagi ng fans. Of course, may mga bashers naman talaga. But as you can see, ito yung preparation natin is again not a lot. I know Coach Tim Cone is They're probably gonna win this. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Medyo malamig kasi dito. Anyway, I know Coach Tim Cone is probably gonna win these games. And statistically speaking, we're better right now versus Hong Kong and Chinese Taipei. But and I think we should start considering really doing the process no matter who we're facing. So that's one concern that I have. The other concern, what do you think, guys? By the way, shoutout muna tayo sa mga nanonood. Kumusta po kayo? Kung nanonood ka ngayon, sisingit-singit po ako ng mga tanong. I-comment nyo lang po yung mga tanong nyo dyan. Sabi ni Robert, okay na yan si Coach Tim kahit saan nilagay nagja-champion. Yeah. Tarosa Espodge, baka naman. Lorena Macalino, salamat. Shoutout po sa inyo, Lorena. Kumusta po kayo? Taga saan po kayo, Ma'am Lorena? Angel Lopez. Hi pa shoutout from Rojas City, Capi. Salamat Salamat dyan. Saan ang venue laban against Chinese Taipei? Ang venue po ay sa Philsport. Ng Chinese Taipei. Nanonood ka ba? Nanonood ka, Robert? Double check ko. I think Philsport yung yung huli kong nakita eh. Let me just double check here. Pinost po ng Samahan ng Basketball ng Pilipinas 1 hour ago. Yes, it's Phil Sports Arena. That's happening 19:30. That's 7 o'clock, 7:30 p.m. in the evening. Ang laro po versus Chinese Taipei. So, siguro mananalo tayo dyan. Pero wag naman tayo matalo. Talagang magugulantang na naman tayo sa mga fans niyan. At alam na naman natin na marami po talagang nakaabang kung sakaling magkakamali ito si Coach Tim Com. So, yun. All I'm saying is that we support this team right now. Let's go ahead and talk about Justine Brownlee. So, from what we're hearing, Justine Brownlee is not officially, kumbaga, pasok talaga sa roster. So, they're still waiting for a decision. Which this is a question for me. Or medyo nag-aalala ko dito. Of course, we want Justine Brownlee to play. I think Justine Brownlee should play this kumbaga itong na po ito, no, itong February games. But I don't think Justine Brownlee should play after this two games between Chinese and Hong Kong and Chinese Taipei. And I will explain to you why. Justine Brownlee, of course, Coach Tim Cone will, is very, very, kumbaga, sanay na siya kay Justine Brownlee. Alam niya yung laro ni Justine Brownlee. Pero, there's two things. Two things that I would tell you. And tingnan mo kung agree ka dito, kung bakit I think we should replace Justine Brownlee right now. Or maybe after the two games. Justine Brownlee should play kasi kailangan natin kasi magaling siya maglaro. At pasok na pasok yung sistema niya kay Coach Tim Cone. Agree kayo sa akin dyan? I'm sure agree kayo sa akin dyan. However, there's still a matter of will he be allowed to play? 'Di ba? Ang problema sa atin, and this has been the issue for lagi-lagi na lang tayong umaasa to try to get out of the system. Ang nababasa ko dito, meron pa siyang suspension. So, hindi pa tapos ang suspension ni Justine Brownlee. So, nag-iintay pa daw ng kumbaga ma-lift pa yung suspension, which for me as a manager, as a management, no, I would have already thought about a second plan or a second naturalized player, which as of right now wala pa rin ginagawa. I'm criticizing a little bit, but with all due respect, I think at this time, especially, and this is even without the ban, and explain ko lang po sa inyo, even without the ban or the issue with Justine Brownlee, I think we should consider replacing Justine Brownlee if we are trying to rebuild a new Gilas Pilipinas team. Yung player na kasing idadan ng mga locals natin, na mga kasabay, hanggang sa makarating tayo dun sa goal natin. So, just come to think of this. Someone that will build the camaraderie. Again, Justin Brownlee has done that. He has served the country uh, good. Actually, excellent. Nakakuha tayo ng gold uli for after 62 or 63 years in the Asian Games. So, that is with the big respect to Justin Brownlee. Kung hindi dahil kay Justin Brownlee, hindi natin makakuha. And I think Justin Brownlee should be allowed to play February 22 and February 25 in Hong Kong and dito sa Pilipinas. So, but the thing is, 40 plus years old na si Justin Brownlee after 2 years. And what else can he offer the Philippine team? Di ba? So again, like what I'm saying, even without po the suspension of Justin Brownlee, we should consider, and even if he's gonna play right now, we should have already considered having someone like Justin Brownlee, like Andre Blanche, to be a naturalized player. Di ba, Hernan? Shout out, Hernan. Maglalaro po na po ba si JB? Hindi pa nga, sure. This recent article that I read from spin.ph, SBP hoping for a retroactive 3 months ban of Justin Brownlee. Hoping pa. So, parang ang pangit ng action plan na when we create an action plan, something that we should control. I mean, if we're gonna wait for a decision, that's not really, that has been, we're hoping, we're praying. It's not really an action plan. If for me, or a good action plan. For me, I would have gotten one more or a couple more of naturalized players options para we don't have ang tawag dito, we don't have interval or dead time na bigla na lang nating maiisip. Look at what happened to Justin Brownlee. If Justin Brownlee was naturalized earlier or siya talaga yung nakita natin, sa bandang dulo pa natin na naiisip na magaling pala si Justin Brownlee, dapat pala si Justin Brownlee na lang pinalaro natin. Yes, umabot tayo dahil naipanalo tayo ni Justin Brownlee, but imagine what things could have happened if it's Justin Brownlee. But I guess it also will not happen because that wasn't Tim Cone over there coaching the former Gilas Pilipinas team. So those are questions that actually kung ikaw po ang management, I'm sure they're thinking about it. I just don't know why we're not maybe I don't know. Hopefully I do not know. Maybe they're doing something about it. Sinakuame, going local player, and then those NBA players that want to play, sabi nga nila yung mga import daw sa PBA, at least at the reason, agree din ako doon sa mga kaibigan ko, mga nagsasabi sa akin, sir, mga import na lang, sina Boatwright, sina Tyler Bay, these are good imports, and they have played in the Philippines, and they know how Filipino plays. Which means, hindi na sila culture shock, and they have an idea of the kind of basketball that we play, and the kind of management. So, which means siguro, it would make sense if our leaders would do something. It's not a matter of ganito na sa aking palagay. It's not a matter of who is the naturalized player. It's a matter of the availability of the naturalized player. I know what you're thinking, guys. May mga nagsabi na sa akin, hindi naman natin kailangan si Justin Brownlee for the upcoming games because Hong Kong, Chinese Taipei, kahit wala tayong import dyan, tayo pa nga ang ginagawang import ngayon sa Japan at sa Korea. Ibig sabihin, we're that good. And I would agree with that. We have the talent and the skills and the size right now. Especially, nandiyan dyan si Kai Soto, si Edu, na Carl Tamayo. I mean, we have the size and the shooting capability with Dwight Ramos still there. And talagang malakas ang team natin. So we might not need it, but we go back again to the same questions of the standards and the process and the chemistry and the preparation. So we're gonna wing it again. We will probably win it, but when the time comes that we're facing a team like Latvia, a team like New Zealand, yan ang problema. So we're going back to the same circle that we don't want to be. And that is not really the idea na we want like to have. Latvia, Georgia, we're facing them on July 3 and July 4 as per my schedule here. So hopefully they have a plan for Brownlee, Coach Tim Cone, or the management, and SBP would have a plan to naturalize more players. And again, it's not so much of who, it's not a name, and there's a lot of good basketball players. It's a matter of who is available and who is ready to practice with Gilas Pilipinas. As of the moment, I think that's the pressing issue because hindi mo pwede sabihin na wala tayong kilala na magaling na pwede i-naturalize kasi ang daming naglalarong import sa PBA or naglarong import sa PBA that are willing and able to play for the Gilas Pilipinas that are younger, that are available as compared to with Justine Brownlee na tayo po ay magdadasal. Don't get me wrong, I think pagdating ng Feb something 22, no? Baka hindi makalaro si Justine Brownlee, I think they would already know that. So, yun lang. That's the plan for that is the one that I have, yun ang question ko talaga. Yun yung pinaka, what's happening here? Bakit hindi pa rin nagalaw ang Gilas at siguro iwas na sila ngayon siguro sa masyadong press release. But hopefully, ganun ang ginagawa nila. Kasi pag bigla na lang magbago na wala pala, no? Hindi pala makakalaro tapos wala tayong kapalit, alam mo na, ang dami na naman magiging issue. Di ba? So, to Mike Channel TV, magandang gabi sa inyo lahat, guys. Robert, salamat. Sana maglaro si JB. Sana nga makalaro siya. But do you agree with me na whether JB is able to play or not, I think we should look forward and get a younger player right now that are willing, able, and available to play for Gilas Pilipinas in order for us to grow with this naturalized player. Parang si Andrew Blatch. 'Di ba? Nung panahon ni Andrew Blatch. Again, that's just my take. So, any other questions dito po sa Gilas Pilipinas? So may I just remind each and everyone that the game of Gilas Pilipinas here in the Philippines will be happening at the Philsport Arena February 25. So abangan po natin 'yan at yon. Sana tayo po ay sumuporta. Sabi ni yes, dapat may plan B for JB. That's the thing. Wala pa eh. At least wala pa silang nilalabas na plan B. All right. So, we shall move on. 27 minutes in our conversation. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. It's 7:31. Every Wednesday, nandito po ako sa Arena Plus na makipagkwentuhan sa inyo about basketball. Pwede nyo rin akong tanongin if you have question about boxing. I'll be able to answer that because mahilig din po tayo makipagsuntukan. At least, yung topic lang na suntukan. Hindi mismo tayo. Pero bago tayo magsuntukan dyan, I just wanted to talk to you about the other topics that I have listed there, which are, of course, NBA news, and one of which is Lakers. The Lakers. Siguro mixed emotions ang mga Lakers fans dito, but the Lakers need to move right now. Sobrang natalo po ang Lakers kanina. Medyo hindi pala kanina. Last kahapon, natalo ng Rockets. And just medyo kahapon natalo ng Rockets, kanina natalo ng Hawks. Tapos sumisigaw doon sa arena na we don't want D'Angelo Russell. Kasi alam naman natin, everyone, there's a rumor that DeJounte Murray is being let go of the Atlanta Hawks. But the Atlanta Hawks potentially getting D'Angelo Russell, it doesn't make sense why the Atlanta Hawks would exchange DeJounte Murray for someone like D'Angelo Russell, who's probably ayaw ng karamihan. Hindi siya gusto. Pati mga players, hindi naman siya gusto kalaro ngayon. So, but the Lakers need to find a way to get rid of D'Angelo Russell and find a replacement. And they need to have a shooter in mind. Ang problema, yung asset nila ng Lakers, no? Yung asset po ng Lakers, ni D'Angelo Russell, alam niyang matatrade siya, most probably, is not playing well. He's given the opportunity to play, but his stocks is instead of sana, kumaga pinapaboran siya ng coach para makatira, makapagpakitang gilas para naman medyo hindi manghinaya yung team na pupuntahan niya. Ang nangyayari, lalong pangit ang laro nito ni D'Angelo Russell. So the Lakers needed to make the trade uh, for that, no? So kanina rin po ay nanalo po ang Boston Celtics against one of the top tier team, the Indiana Pacers. The Boston Celtics right now still have the best record in the NBA and also the best home record sa National Basketball Association with 22 games and only 2 defeats at home. Yan po ay the best record so far in the National Basketball Association. Um, Isa pang issue rin sa na gusto ko i-share bago tayo magpunta sa All-Star. Because the All-Star game, it's happening on the week of February, week of my birthday yan 17, 18, 19. Meron na rin mga nilabas po na mga balita kung sino po maglalaro sa NBA Rising Star, no? Teka, magbasa muna tayo. Ano maganda, Lods? Lugi parate. Sino? Ano ba tanong mo? Sige, bago tayo magpatuloy sa next sa NBA All-Star, you have any on Cham? Ano yung pinakatanong mo, boss? Sagutin kita. Ano yung pinakatanong mo nang mapag-usapan po natin yung tanong mo? Paki-comment uli. Sige, habang iniintay ko ha. 3-point challenge po si Stephen Curry at yung WNBA player na si Sabrina. Magkakaroon po sila ng kumbaga sila po ay magbabattle it out for the 3-point contest. So I will also let you know the lineup. Teka, anong maganda lugi para sa games load sa slot parati lugi. Boss, ako po isa lang po ako sa talent ng Arena Plus regarding to sa sports. Regarding just sa slots na yan. Sorry to say, wala akong masyadong alam dyan. But, ito alam ko, i-share ko sa inyo kung mahilig kayo sa National Basketball Association's NBA. Naglista na po ang NBA ng mga players po ng Rising Stars rookies. At of course, mga kasama dyan, sina Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, Brandon Miller, Jaime Jaquez. Ito, matik na yan mga yan eh. Of course, Derek Lively, the second, Brandon Podziemski is there, Jordan Hawkins, Keontae George, Scoot Henderson. Kasama pa rin si Scoot Henderson kahit na hindi masyado consistent ang kanyang laro. Si Bilal, Khalil Bali, si Carson Wallace, at yan po yung mga kasama. Of course, Victor Wembanyama, rookie pa po siya, so kasama siya dyan. Sa sophomores naman, si Paolo Banchero, Dyson Daniels is gonna be playing. Maganda ang laruan nito ni Daniels, hindi lang masyado ganun ka-consistent. We have 2 Detroit players. Hopefully, the Detroit next year, maganda na ang laro nila. Masyado silang hindi magandang laruan ngayon. Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey is part of the sophomore team. Walker Kessler, Benedict Mathurin. These guys are the future of the National Basketball Association. Ang gaganda ng mga laruan nito. Si Keegan Murray po, si Shaedon Sharp, si Jabari Smith Jr., Jalen Williams, Paolo Banchero, I said that, are all part of the sophomores team. Yan po yan, sa NBA All-Star. Yan po ay magaganap po. Double check natin yung exact date kung kailan yung All-Star na yan. So, East versus West is happening, of course, on a Saturday or Sunday. Yan po yung pinaka All-Star Games. The days before that, doon nagaganap yung mga Rising Stars Challenge, yung mga NBA Slam Dunk Contest. Wala pa akong listahan sa Slam Dunk Contest eh. So, hindi ko pa ma-share sa inyo kung sino makakasali sa Slam Dunk Contest. But hopefully, merong mga kakilala. Actually, in recent years, the past 2 years, naging okay naman yung yung slam dunk contest eh. So yun. Any other question, guys? If you have any other questions, I'm willing to answer your questions. At i-comment nyo lang po dyan. Let me just also tell you about a few more things na nilista ko dito sa ating pong sa ating pong pag-uusapan ngayon. So, ang trade deadline po, ang trade deadline ay sa February 8 pa. So, there are still teams that are expected to make moves. And sa Eastern nga po, ay medyo marami-rami na pong mga team sa Eastern team has already made their moves in preparation for, of course, uh, sabi ko nga, pinaghahandaan nila ang Boston Celtics, ang Philadelphia 76ers. So, the Eastern teams, Indiana Pacers, adding Pascal Siakam sa kanilang roster, ang Miami Heat having Terry Rozier sa kanilang roster, it is a big deal. So, I bet meron pa pong mag-ano. I think the Warriors is bound to make a move. I think the Lakers is bound to make a move. Baka Bucks pa nga, baka mag-move pa rin yung Milwaukee Bucks because masyado silang trigger happy ngayon ng Bucks. Pati coach nila, pinalta nila. Yun ang yun ang nakakapagano ngayon eh. Bakit ang bilis trigger happy ang Milwaukee Bucks? Ako, my personal opinion, although hindi sinasabi ng iba, hindi masyado maganda yung balita kay Doc Rivers dahil nga sinasabi nila na choker daw ito si Doc Rivers. For me, Doc Rivers is one of the experienced and good coach. I mean, syempre iba pa talaga pag sa playoffs. Yun talaga yung the best of the best. I think Doc Rivers has done that. Medyo late in his recently, hindi masyado maganda yung performance niya. But I like Doc Rivers. I have no problem with Doc Rivers taking over sa sa Milwaukee Bucks. Robert, anong balita sa Detroit Pistons? At least may dalawa silang players na ang tawag dito na mapasala sa Rising Star Challenge. Yan. So far wala eh. Walang balita. Ang masasabi ko lang balita sa Detroit Pistons tinalo nila ang OKC. Sana magtuloy-tuloy na ang Detroit Pistons. Tinalo nila ang OKC in their last game. They're gonna be facing tomorrow the Cleveland Cavaliers at 8 o'clock. And then the Pistons. Pag tinalo pa nila Cavaliers bukas, may nangyari. Kasi they made a move already. It's not that significant, that big of a move. Pero I think at least nananalo na sila kaysa naman yung ilang sunod-sunod na talo. Six wins and ilan na talo nila? Double check natin yung standing nila. 6 wins, 40 defeats na po. Now, Wizards coming up next with 9 wins and 37, and then the Charlotte Hornets 10 and 35. So actually, hindi naman nagkakalayo talaga. Hornet, Wizards, and Pistons right now are the worst team in the NBA in the Eastern Conference. So with especially itong dalawang Wizards at Pistons, wala pong 10 ang kanilang panalo. Buti pa yung San Antonio Spurs, no? San Antonio Spurs na nanalo doon sa mga team na unexpected nilang talunin. Although I guess we all know that these teams are not expected to actually do something or makapanalo this season. So, yan po yung balita sa Detroit. Let me see if I can give you other news here kung wala na kayong tanong actually. Ang isa lang na gusto ko pang i-share sa inyo, dun sa mga nanonood po ng National Basketball Association, kung saan man kayo nanonood, gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo na you can watch the game actually live and for free dun mismo sa loob ng Arena Plus app. Dun sa Arena Plus app, of course, you can play the game there, you can bet there sa loob mismo ng Arena Plus, you can watch at the same time. Live po yun at libre na yun. So kung sakali po kayo po ay gusto po mag-register, kunwari lang hindi pa kayo naka-register sa Arena Plus, but I assume na yung mga nakikinig dito sa Arena Plus Facebook page ay lahat yan ay naka-register na. Dahil kung hindi, ba't pa kayo nakasubscribe, di ba? Ibig sabihin yan, follower talaga kayo ng Arena Plus. So I'm hoping that you can register. You can download it on the on Google Play. At actually, may app sila. And then when you download it, you can watch the game there. The National Basketball Association. Lahat nando doon. Minsan nga, may mga iba pang sporting event na available din mapanood doon. So, sulit na sulit. Di ba? Sulit na sulit talaga pag may Arena Plus. Tapos, everyday, nagkakaroon sila ng NBA game recap with, yon. Okay. So, ano muna tayo? Comment section. Robert, salamat sa pagsama mo sa akin, Medyo, we're still trying to build our community dito sa Arena Plus. At mukhang hindi sila sanay ng 744 nanonood But we're almost at the tail end of our conversation. I'm just waiting for your question. Wag lang tungkol sa color game. Wala akong alam dyan sa sa loob sa ng Arena Plus So any question, any other question, guys? Pag wala ng question, I'll be saying good night to you guys. And doon na lang tayo mag-usap sa kabilang channel ko, sa isa kong channel sa POW'er Sports. Kung hindi pa po kayo nakasubscribe doon, I like to talk about sports, especially of course basketball, boxing, and sometimes mixed martial arts. So, yun. So, hopefully, kahit paano may natutunan kayo ngayong Wednesday na to, and we'll try to do better, no? Lalo na pag may mga, siguro, pag may mga maiinit na topic, pag-usapan natin yan. But right now, that it is what it is. So, good luck na lang sa Gilas Pilipinas February 25 dito po sa PhilSport. At sa PBA din, playoff, semifinals, and finals malapit na. So, abangan din po natin kung sino makakatapat ng San Miguel. And I'll see you again. Mainit mamaya sa boxing. Yan. Pagpapahinga na ako, medyo sinisipon ako ng konti, guys. I apologize if I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. But I'll see you guys again. And ako po si Pow Salud ng POW'er Sports. Salamat po sa Arena Plus for sponsoring POW'er Sports and for giving, kumbaga, yung Arena Plus kasi ang maganda dito, they have their games, but they're surely not just focused on the game and providing the game, but also making sure that sports fans are truly engaged with the news about sports. And I'm here every Wednesday, 7 o'clock, para po kwentuhan kayo ng mga balita sa National Basketball Association, minsan sa boxing. Actually, mamaya na lang yung boxing. I was gonna share a little bit something about that. But again, please subscribe, share, and comment po. And I'll let you go, guys. I'll see you again next week, 7 p.m. Dito po sa Arena Plus, social media, Facebook, Twitter, and this will be re-uploaded on YouTube. Salamat po, and I'll see you again.